excited today. One of my favorite things of being part of this group is that I get to interview amazing authors from our book. And today I have the fabulous opportunity of interviewing the fabulous Cynde. So, Cynde, say hi.
Hi.
I get to introduce Cynde. Oh my gosh, what did I do with my notes today? I swear it feels like Monday. Remember, I told you that when we got started today, Cynde? Even though it's Tuesday, it feels like Monday to me today.
Like Monday.
I know, right? So, Cynde Canepa is the founder. Actually, you are a founder and a financial safety coach of A to Z Business Services. Now, I know this does not even do you any justice because you are so much more. And we're going to be talking so much more about all the amazing things that you do today, as well as you are an author in our book, Everyday Woman's Guide to Doing What You Love. So welcome, 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 welcome. Yay!
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored to be here.
And I'm excited because I finally get to meet you in person in a few weeks.
Yes, I can't wait.
So many of us have met each other virtually for so many years, but with the virtual world, we feel like we know each other, but we've never met in person. So it's quite exciting. So one of the things I would love for you to do to start out, Cynde, is would you share even a little bit more about yourself with everybody? Because there's so much more. You've been doing this for so long, and you are a certified coach in so many amazing things.
Thank you. I have been in business now for over 20 years, and I do administrative and financial assistance to help business owners succeed in their business. So hooking up automation techniques so there is time for them to enjoy what they love. Ironically, I never did that with my business. I taught them how to do it. I would assist them, but somebody would always call like at lunchtime or, after hours, and I squeezed people in. And I did this forever. And I could never balance my life because I just, am there. I just don't say no. So things changed in 2017. I needed a change anyway, and I was trying to balance. So I signed up to go to the Young Living Conference in Utah. And with my arm at that time, and I thought I cracked it because, I'd be rushing everywhere, and you know how you hit your shoulder or your arm on the side of the door going in. So I was at the I was riding on the commuter train in Utah going to the conference. And it was Sean Aker that was going to be talking on happiness and, causing your brain to feel happiness. And I got this call from my doctor while I was on the train, first time ever. And he let me know that I was diagnosed with this really rare cancer and of my dominant arm. And as I got off that train, just everything aligned. To the right of me, to the left of me was a display of bracelets with essential oils, and one I resonated with my mom. So I was able to have my mom with me during this time of just receiving this diagnosis. So I listened to the conference. I met the ULA guys. The ULA guys are two guys that started this business by meeting at the Hard Rock Cafe in Las Vegas. And it is balancing your life in 7 areas, which is fitness, finance, family, faith, field, friends, and fun. And it's practicing being balanced in all those different areas. Now, I have trouble with that.
Most people do, Cynde. I mean, in all honesty, most of us are spending our lives working at finding balance in all areas of our lives, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I will get my goals together. I'll have good intentions and everything. But by the end of the day, I'm off track. So they've developed a system where, the night before you're doing a 5 card of, the 3 things that you want to accomplish that day, and then a bunch of other things that you have to get done.
Right.
And doing the 3 things that you have to accomplish first, and then filling it up with all the other things that come in and staying on that path. But it's not just that, because all the other stuff crowds in and everything. So it's the accountability group. And I need accountability. I created my Facebook group that has people who want the path of, balance and growth and achieve financial safety in their life. We're all in this group together, and we are staying accountable to all of us. And then we regroup each month because our goals change. Because like I've talked about in my chapter 9 of Guide Your to Doing What You Love, in Everyday Woman's Guide.
Yeah, your chapter title is Tips to a Successful Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not just the other tips that are so important, like sleep and exercise, but to not quit. But to counter that, if it's not something you love and you don't know why you're doing it, quit.
I love that.
Do what you
Sometimes
love.
it really is that simple, isn't it? It's so interesting that you said that, and I have to stop you because I think that as simple as it is, it's such a valuable tip, because people overcomplicate that so much. And I love how you're like, just quit, right? And you have such a life lesson to that, because sometimes the universe or whatever you believe in, they're like, let me just slap you upside the head for a second. And people get that in so many different ways, don't they, Cynde? Where
Yes.
if you're not happy, if you're not doing what you love, I had so many people during so many of the crazy times we've gone through. I know people that were like, I just spoke to a woman last week. She goes, I lost my job after 30 years. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I've been wanting to quit my job for 30 years. It finally made me start my own business, and I've never been happier. So I love that you said, then quit. Now, of course, sometimes it takes a little bit more planning than that. We're not saying literally go quit and not have another income and be smart and make plans. Obviously, as the financial safety coach, you ask people to please make smart decisions and plan, but we want you to have an end goal of quitting, right, Cynde?
Yeah. Well, it's not even meaning to quit the business.
No, not literally.
Yeah, because like in the 20 years that I was doing business, going crazy, and having that solid income that I was afraid to lose, I actually ended up more time and making more money by not doing more in my business.
Oh, I love the way you said that. That's a brilliant statement. Brilliant. Really, ladies, if you're listening, what Cynde just said is so much, and there's so many different ways to say that. Some people will say, and you've heard this over and over again, how much did it cost you? Like, how much did it cost you? Financially, emotionally, physically, mentally, in your health, right, Cynde? How much did it cost? And I don't mean you, I mean in general for people, right? How much does it really cost you? Ooh, I love where you're going with this. All right, keep going. Take us there. You're doing such a great job. I love where you're taking us today.
That's really it.
No. There's so much more, but I'll take you there. So when we talk about your chapter in the book, right? Tips to a successful lifestyle. Sometimes people hear the word successful, and that's one of my favorite words, right? I wrote the book, The Successful Woman's Mindset, and I'm always talking about success, and your definition is success, and you use the word successful. People sometimes immediately think, well, you mean money. No, We're not talking about money. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to have money, and we want you to have lots of money because you deserve it. We're talking about what Cynde's talking about: health and finances. And what else did you say, Cynde? Jump in with me.
Family.
Family,
Yeah. And your faith.
relationships,
Friends
fitness,
and
friends,
fun.
fun. It could be culture, it could be religion, it could be spirituality, it could be hobbies. I mean, we could name 1,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
But success is based on, and I love the word balance. And then I love when we revisit and say, what does balance mean to you? And I believe that it could mean something totally different to every single one of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. Well, talk to us a little bit about what you do in your business with your clients. What's that transformation? What's that one thing when someone comes to you? And I know you do a lot of different things like so many of us, but when that client comes to you and says, Cynde, I want to work with you, transform me. I'm having some fun with you. What is that one thing that I come to you and you're like, all right, Galit, of course you listen to me first and you figure out what I need. But what does your ideal client come to you? And then you're like, let's do this.
Well, they come to me a lot with the business, but it's important that they know what they want in their life, what's their passion. And it's important to visit that. And, I like for them to go through the questions on, how they're balanced in every, area of their life. Because once they've got their life figured, of what they're passionate about and balanced and what they want to do, what their passion is, it automatically boosts their business. What they love doing all of a sudden becomes more profitable. And it's so important to not be, focused on, well, this is making me money and I'm going to work 24/7 in that. They need to take that chance, that risk, and do what they're passionate about. And it all works out.
Beautiful
And then,
statement.
of course, keeping an eye on what they're doing, the clarity, knowing their numbers, putting in scenarios of what might happen, their trends that are happening in their business. So they're prepared for something, not just be, counted on either one major client and then just be focused on obtaining their goals each day, and then revisiting how they're coming with those goals.
I love that. I love that. And I think what you do is so important because what happens is, and I see this over and over again, women love what they do so much, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to be financially successful at doing it, which is great to love what you do. And please love what you do. But it's way more fun when you make money doing it. And it's way more fun understanding the finances of what your expenses should be, what your income should be, how to be profitable, how to manage your money, how to be successful at it. It makes more sense. So someone like you that sits with them and teaches them, okay, this is what you're passionate about. Great. Now let's figure out how to transform that and let's help you be successful at it. Makes so much more sense because how much more fun is it to do what you love and also be able to do the things you want to do, take care of your family, and have a great life doing it. Right,
yeah,
Cynde?
and the end game too. I do the tax planning and estate, which it's so important because having, you're making a lot of profit, but there are little strategies that you can take to invest in future wealth and, not have to pay so much taxes, and then also bring that adjusted gross income down on your tax return to allow you to qualify for credits and deductions that you wouldn't have if maybe you're only $1,000 over So you want to have that tax planning.
Yes. And that's also something that business owners don't understand. So they're going through and they don't understand, what should I be doing all year long to benefit me in my books, in my planning, in my bookkeeping. And someone like you sits with them and says, okay, guys, you've got to figure out what you're doing with your expenses and with your income. So at the end of the year, we can benefit you the most, because who wants to give all their money to taxes? And it's doing it all legally. It's just proper bookkeeping and proper tracking. So someone like you is showing them how to keep more of their money, possibly.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want to do that? Yeah. Say that again, Cynde, the end.
And tax planning. So it's not just knowing what you're going to be at the end of the year. You want to look that last quarter, so you can see what your tax liability is going to be, and some of the things that you're going to do, consequences. Yes.
Preparation. So you're teaching them how to prepare. So you're teaching them how to be successful in their businesses. You're teaching them how to balance their lives. You're teaching them tax planning. You are teaching them the whole thing in success in their business. I love that. I love that. Well, what I want to share with everybody before you tell them how to get a hold of you and how to work with you is, right above our heads, right above Cynde's head, is the website to learn more about Cynde. Connect with her on all of her social media, connect with her on our website, as well as learn about all 51 of our authors for Everyday Woman's Guide to Doing What You Love. Above my head is where you can get an opportunity to be part of our next book called Everyday Woman's Guide to Success in Your Business. We're just about to close up that book in the next few weeks. So if you're interested in being part of our next book, please go ahead and sign up there. And Cynde, please share with everybody how they can get a hold of you, as well as make sure when we're done, put all of your links in the comments for everybody as well.
Definitely look me up on Facebook, Cynde Canepa, and message me. I do have my group, TLC Biz Tips, and my business is at A-Z businessservices.com. And you could check me out there and Facebook, and there you have it.
Yay. And you can click literally on Cynde's picture, and her full name is at everydaywoman.me/book authors. You can find her, and you can click directly to connect with her on all social media, so you can message her as well. We made it real easy for you ladies. If you have any questions, just tag Cynde in the comments and she can connect with you as well. Message her. She'd love to jump on a call with you and talk to you more about all of your needs. She is the queen. Remember, financial safety coach. I mean, hello, safety and finances. How brilliant is that? My name is Galit Ventura Rosen. I am co-founder of Everyday Woman, as well as I am streaming live on my YouTube channel and in my own private group, Galit's Women Empowering Women. If there's anything else that I can do to benefit you, please let me know. Cynde, thank you for sharing your time with us today. We appreciate you. We love having you part of our circle, and we will see all of you guys next time. Bye, everyone.